Hey guys, back at it. This is day 101 of my 100-day daily diary challenge. So I have decided to extend it and let's go for a whole year. So we will just be doing a 1 year daily diary challenge, and this is day 101. So let's get to it. If you haven't been hanging out, I was prompted to do this daily diary challenge in a meditation devotional session. My intuition was just leading me very strongly to post my daily diary recordings on a large platform, and here I am. I have accomplished that first 100-day challenge, and now I am personally feeling prompted to just do some more. So let's get to it. Today was a normal school day, so the kids got up and went to school. Everybody's feeling well, other than just normal seasonal sniffles, and got them to school. Then it was a day where I went to my grandma's house. So today's going to be a super full day at her house. We're just going to get to some business stuff. So on my way over to her house, I stopped at a coffee shop that I really, really love, and got something for myself, and then connected with the barista on staff who was working behind bar. So I know the owner, and he was kind of popping around, and I did connect with him. But this barista was very just like engaging and very talkative, and commented about my hair and the color. And if you have seen my post yesterday, I have bright red hair, and so we were talking about hair colors and how expensive it is if you go to the salon, and that they don't want to do it themselves. So it was this whole conversation about hair color and all the ins and outs of that, and I didn't initiate it, so it was very nice to have somebody just kind of draw in and initiate this conversation. But I got my coffee. I had a great conversation. I went to my grandma's. She was having her car looked at, so I was supposed to pick her up from the car place because they wouldn't be ready in time. But it ended up that when I got there, she was about to call me and say that they would be done quickly, which they weren't. It took about, a full hour before they got it done. So we just sat there in the car place and had a little conversation about different things. And when they were done, we both headed to her house and got into it, started getting on the computer, printing out labels, getting product put in, the containers. They were like, she had already made the product, and then I was helping with packaging and labeling. We did have our first order in our online store, so that's exciting, and we fulfilled that order. So it was a full day of just doing business stuff, and we did have lunch in between there. And we had some really great conversations about Reiki and energy, and being in tune with things that are outside the realm of what other people think are normal. So like extraterrestrials, people who are living outside of our planet, different timelines, different what was she calling it? She said something specific, but I'll recall that in just a bit. But yeah, it was all about this like psychic abilities, energy healing, different timelines, different planets outside of ours, life forces that could have been, in influencing us, and how when you look at the Bible, we were talking specifically about people who are super, super Christian, and they just can't see outside of, what they perceive the Bible to be. It's like, if you really look at it and you have an open mind, you can actually see all the magic that happens in the Bible, and you can actually see what kind of a healer Jesus was, and that he was the biggest Reiki, the biggest conduit, and he was very intuitive, and there were a lot of things that happened around that, which I'm not going to go into super detail, but that there was a lot of really cool things that happened in the Bible, and you can see the magic there. But that was our conversation throughout the day in between all of these business things, is just all of that. Because she's like one person in the family that I'm close to, that I'm getting closer to, that we can really be open with each other, and she's understanding, and she's like actually tried a lot of really cool things over her lifetime, and she's more open to receiving, me expressing these new things that I'm getting into. So that was really cool. And so it was a very, very full day of all of that. By the end of the day, she felt less stressed, more at peace and calm about all of the things. And I was just like, we really are just doing it. We don't need to worry too much. We don't need to get all bent out of shape. We're just, getting your product out there in front of the people who need to see it. And, I am a little tech savvy enough to just have that, take that part of it away from her, because she gets frustrated with the computer all the time and is not like a social media person. So I would have to say that was like, I wanted her to get out there and put her product in front of more people, because I think what she does is really cool with the neuroscience and the herbalism. So I felt prompted and led to help her start this, and we've been doing it. And I just am like, I'll take all the online stuff that frustrates you, and even if I don't quite understand it completely, I don't get frustrated by it. So anyway, full day, got a lot of stuff accomplished. Then the kids were with their dad, or one of them. My daughter was home baking, trying to get ready for this big event, and she did a pretty amazing job today. Got almost 100 cookies baked in one day, which was pretty cool. I was like, you definitely rocking it now. You're in the groove. So I just decided to pop in and see my love really quick while he was working, and just kind of check in on my way home. And he was actually just finishing up with his client, so the timing was like perfect. We were able to connect and just, share these little moments where sometimes if we get super busy in our own schedules, and like I said, we don't live very close to each other, so we could go like a whole week without seeing each other if, we don't make that time here and there just to check in and kind of have lunch or have a little date or just do something small to be together physically in the space. So that was nice, and we are definitely planning to get together some more this week before the weekend. I have my big they're not big, but they're my first coffee pop-ups, 2 in one day. I am not nervous. I'm just excited, and I'm ready to jump in and get going. I am gonna continue to get prepped for all of that. I was talking to him about things I need to get done this week, but we're gonna plan some time just for us to kind of hang out and connect. But yeah, it was an amazing day full of really good things. And my grandma and I got a lot of stuff accomplished, and I feel really great about that and how we're moving forward. And I'm just excited for her. Like I said to her, I wanted your legacy to be just like documented and out there. And I said I didn't want your legacy, the things that you're doing in this line of work, the herbalism and the neuroscience, to get lost. Because what she's doing, I think, is great. So my whole thing moving forward is continue to grow the store, continue to have her do classes, start getting maybe a podcast and or just vlog, some kind of thing where she's documenting, she's getting her face and or voice out there, recorded, kind of like, so that future generations can hear this. Also doing some mini certification courses And like I said again, just all the knowledge that she has, that she's learned, that she's combined, that is unique to her. Get it out there, get it, somewhere on some platform where it can be saved and it can benefit others and it can continue to help people even after she's gone. Not that I'm anticipating that happening anytime soon, but that was my whole thing 2 summers ago, where I got this really big, heavy prompt of helping her do this because I didn't want all of her stuff to get lost. So anyway, that was pretty much the day. My son came home. I was helping my daughter bake. We did our normal evening routine where we just chill, and we, got ourselves to bed to get ready for another day. And my son was very, very snuggly, very sweet, very loving. And it was a pleasure. And it was funny because when I went to bed, I already tucked him in and put him to sleep. And he just kept wanting to, another hug, another kiss, another goodbye or good night, another hug, another kiss, another good night. And then he was in his bed, I was in my bed, and he came in and he was like, okay, just checking in for this. Okay, that's fine, son. Okay, love you, thank you. Another hug, another kiss. It happened 3 times after he was already in his bed. So it was just a sweet moment for me to not get frustrated because he wasn't going to bed, but to feel loved because he was showing extra love towards me at that time. So I'm trying to also remove, those kind of things, little small frustrations, if things aren't running on the clock time that I think they should, let's remove that. What if I didn't have clock time? Would I still be frustrated? No, absolutely not. So I'm just trying to remove little frustrations in my life because they're not needed. But I fell asleep doing self-Reiki, and it's happened a couple of times, and that's fine because, I wasn't overthinking. I was very much in a state of calm and peace, and I feel good this morning. And I think everything's just in a better space. I'm always expanding, always growing, always learning, and trying to remove those little frustrations, little negativities that kind of creep up. So I think I will wrap it up at that. Thank you guys so much for joining me and for continuing this journey with me. I am going to be doing these every day for the next year until July 1st of 2025. And July 1st, 2025 will bring us to 1 full year. And that will be an amazing accomplishment to just have, documented proof of the change and the growth and the expansion and just all of the things that have happened in my life over the course of a year. And I think that'll be great. So please comment, share, subscribe if you feel so led. I do appreciate it, and it brings me joy. I thank you so much for being here with me and sharing, spending your time with me. I know you could be doing so many other things, but I do appreciate it. Have an amazing, wonderfully, super fantastic, fabulous day. I'll catch back with you tomorrow. Peace.